into the woods. It's a wonderful musical. Have you seen it? Anyway, it's so beautiful in here, you guys. I mean, honestly, a month ago, there was no green here. And spring is so terrific because of that. So, those of you who haven't been to my woods before, here's the keys. Just a reminder to be unlocked, to come in free to receive what's here for us today. And here's a big branch off of a mulberry tree that obviously came down years ago. And much of it is dead, but it's still alive and it will bear fruit. And I love that as an example of never, never give up. Even if you feel broken, you're not. I mean, these trees are such an example when they go dormant and when they come back to life when the conditions are right. So sometimes heartbreak comes into our life for sure, right? And we feel broken, like we have done something wrong. We may even feel like something died. Maybe someone did pass away and we feel so broken. But spring is a lesson that life comes back cyclically. There's not anything you can do about that to make it stop. Now, I did live in the desert for a while. Murphy, come on, let's go. Come on. And in the desert, there's not spring. So I guess that's part of why I just really enjoy being here in spring so that I can get to see this again. And this angel I like to use for breathing purposes. So take a breath when it spins one way and release the breath as it spins another. Want to join me? So cool how a breath can refresh the soul. I got these pieces of silk. They're from saris, and I hung them up when there were no leaves in here. There's Murphy. Say hi, Murph. Because I just love watching them blowing in the breeze that's here. And now they make a nice contrast with the leaves. But ah, somebody told me that when you hang something like this in your garden, it's a reminder that there's a lot of power that you cannot see, but it's real. The wind is an example, right? Many of the laws of the universe, like the law of attraction or the law of allowing, can't see those either, but you can see the effect of them. And so these paths, I used my rake and I cleared them all. I've been working on the garden for about 3 years now. And every spring, I take out another um, piece of the property and claim it for my own. And here's my little fairy garden. Let's see if I can pull it up close so you can see. And so I found that little queen fairy in thrift store, and I put some lucky pennies in her. And then here's the little fairy homes that I got at the dollar store. And then a friend gave me this Love Grows Here. But I have a lot of dead wood in the woods that I get to use. It's not my property, but the owner gave me full permission to do whatever I want in here. No kidding. And so there's a lot of decay, a lot of logs that I can't imagine how long they've been here. And then standing right next to huge trees that are healthy. So now and then I just feel this hunger to bring you guys here with me. I wish you lived closer. I'm in Tennessee, so if you live in Tennessee, call me or text me or email me. So this tree, I took these branches and I wove them together. I braided them together so it would clear the way for me to get through. And so one day, 100 years from now, somebody may walk in here and say, "Look at these branches. They're all woven together. How did that happen?" And here's an angel that was with me down in Mexico. I've had her for many years now. And when you move a lot, you're kind of mindful about what you want to bring with you. There's Murphy. And this big old tree, this is an oak tree here, and look at this opening at the bottom here that looks like a natural place for fairies and gnomes, doesn't it? Yeah. So we are so happy here. I mean, honestly, my son lives in Tennessee, and that's why I ended up here. It was on plan A. I don't really have a plan A because I've been able to follow my heart. I lived in Mexico for 4 years. I learned so much about people and humility and kindness. Here's my rate. And then here's the other part. I call this little fairy, this gnome is the sentinel because he's there at the edge of the fairy forest and the little puppy I found. And all of these are hickory nuts, and this is a hickory tree. And the hickory tree is kind of perfect. There's a gazillion of them in here. And the hickory, the meaning of the hickory tree is fairness, fair play, and lawyers vibrate with the energy of hickory. But it's also a reminder to me that my way or the highway is not that great of a way to be. Isn't that wait till I do a live stream from here in a month. We cannot see the sky. And actually, I kind of miss these peaks of light that come down into the woods because when it's full summer, it's completely shaded in here, which is cool. I mean, it makes temperature cool, but it's just not as pretty. Well, it's a different kind of pretty. So, anyway, where was I? Oh, so this particular path here, I just made this year. Every year, I tend to add a little bit of a loop here because it's kind of like a labyrinth. And so here I found um, at a little secondhand shop here in my little town, I found these little houses and I thought that's so perfect to add next to the dead log. So there's one, there's the other. Sometimes I think, well, I know I'm a late bloomer for sure, but I think like my inner child is resurrected at this chapter of my life. I'm a grandmother. So how fun for me to have this to be my playground and without restriction. When the owner of the property found that I had done this in the woods, completely complimentary and said, "You have fun. Whatever you want to do out there's fine." So there's my chair over there. This is the first year I brought a chair. That's Murphy. The first chair time, because there are times I just want to sit in here and I can sit on the logs. Got an itch. I can sit on the logs for sure, but it's nice to have a chair here. So I did readings from here for the collective last week. Want to jump up, Ken? Murphy wants to sit on my lap. So another thing that I want to just invite you, I'm going to invite you to participate with me because I'm kind of doing an experiment around gratitude. Bob Proctor, I think, is the teacher who created this affirmation, and I learned about it from Brian Scott. Both of them I really respect. And it goes like this: I am so happy and grateful now that dot 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 fill in the blank. And so I'm going to give some examples, and if you guys want to type into the chat down there or something, that would be so awesome, and just have a little gratitude party while we're here in the woods. Oh, I wanted to show one more thing. This tree got bent over because this particular tree fell down. And so this is another example because those trees that are bent are the ones that are still trees. You know, what a lesson for humans. I am so happy and grateful now that I know I can be bent and not broken. I am so happy and grateful now that Murphy's feeling better because he was not feeling so good a couple weeks ago. I'm so happy and grateful for the people who are watching me right now who resonate with the things that I talk about. I'm so happy and grateful now that I live in a place to share company with my son. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm seeing butterflies and hummingbirds, and I know for sure that winter is over. I'm so happy and grateful that I found the pieces of silk that now are free to fly in the wind. I am so happy and grateful for all of the thumbs ups that people use here to just join with me energetically. Hi, Catrice. I love your name, Catrice. And where are you from? I'm happy and I'm so grateful that YouTube lets me meet people from all over the world. I'm so happy and grateful that I got to cook dinner now that I got to finally make dinner for my busy son's family. I'm so happy and grateful for Theo Vaughn. He's from Louisiana. I love Theo. I'm so thankful and happy for comedy, which helps me be patient with the world. What are you guys happy and thankful for? It's like I am so happy and thankful now that, and then you finish it up. And apparently, from the way Bob Proctor talks about it, is that it empowers our future self when we use the word now that. Because whatever it is you're waiting for, it might be love, it might be money, it might be a new job, it might be a new home. But whatever it is you're waiting for, there will be a day that you have it. And then you'll be saying, this very thing. So they master teachers teach that why not start using that affirmation early, right? So I am so happy and thankful now that my garden is planted and starting to grow. I love that. Let me just read what Catrice said because I want to have it on here. It says, I'm happy and thankful that the Lord has now that the Lord has blessed me to see another beautiful day, my daughter, and so much more he has in store. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely. I am so happy and grateful now that I realize how blessed I am. I am so happy and grateful now that I think about how wonderful it is to have my daughter. I'm so happy and thankful now that I know for sure better days are on their way. It works, does it? Hey, Eric, welcome. Here, welcome to Eric Murphy. Murphy, Murph, look at me. He's up and down. He doesn't know what he wants to do. So we're in the woods today, Eric. It was just so beautiful. It wasn't like a month ago and there was no green in here. Well, there was a little bit, tiny bit. We have a tree called the thorny olive, and it does create olives apparently if it's in the bright sun. But here in the woods, it's not. And so it's an evergreen tree, even though it has regular leaves on it. So it stays green all winter long. But this spring green, this light green with a little bit of rain and sun, it just is spectacular in here. So I come in here every day if I can and enjoy the presence of nothingness, of nature, and to just kind of show off the system of paths that I built here. And I do wish it'd be so cool if y'all could visit me, I mean, then we could come in here together and talk about stuff. Anyway, all right, how long have I been on here? Oh, 13 minutes already. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys one other thing. Let's see, how do I want to find it? Over this way. So I'm creating some pathways and also I'm clearing some things to make a way for me to get through. And so in order to do that for this one part, this is the thorny olive I was telling about. And it's also called a silver thorn because the back of the leaves look silvery, but there are some pretty wicked thorns on here. You got to watch out. But anyway, I took two of them and I put them together and created an archway. And then I was at the thrift store the other day and they had all these silk flowers for next to nothing. So I bought them just to create a little color here. And so this is one of the new paths here that we built that goes from just connects it like a labyrinth. I do have to watch out because there is some barbed wire here. And I even found some gravestones way over there, probably 100 yards from here. And the owner told me that's why they can never build in this part of the woods, just to honor that it is a place. Rumor has it there might have been a cemetery here. The one gravestone was from 1929, and it was a little girl, like 2-year-old, and the other one was a Civil War tombstone broken in half. And so it's a precious property filled with love, keeps me entertained, keeps me calm, keeps my spirit alive. And I'm just glad to share it with you today. So I'll be back. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the tour. I for sure I'm going to do a live. I could do a live reading out here today. The weather's perfect, so probably tomorrow I'll be reading cards out here for a while in the woods, which I love. Hi, Maria. Thank you, Eric. And those of you who have time to, thank you so much for checking me out. I know that it's a busy time online, and I don't take it for granted that you take your time to spend a few minutes with me. So send in love, and I will talk to you soon. Where's Murphy? Murphy, say goodbye to everybody. Murphy, Murphy, look up. Good boy. Have a great day, you guys. We'll see you next time.